What's up, everybody? St. Patty's Day. uh, so I'm going to talk about a difficult subject, and it's difficult to a lot of us. Some people can't relate, but some of us can. So I wanted to talk to you guys about it. Just kind of tell you how this hobby has helped me through all that. I'm on all kinds of medications, and I suffer through a lot of the same things a lot of other folks do. The depression, anxiety, uh, PTSD. Those things are important to talk about, I think, with the aquarium hobby and how the hobby can actually help you out. And I mean, even I go through it. I'm sure a lot of you guys go through it. Anyway, it's been a slump for me. I haven't put a video out in a week, and it's one of those downs that you go down in, and it's hard to dig yourself out. But I think I'm coming out now. Starting on the upswing here. So anyway, I kind of wanted to show you guys, what happens to my tanks, to me when I go in these downs, and what do you have to do to turn it around and get going again. So just take a look at the 120 real quick. Dog's barking. They're mad. So, you guys see all the algae on the glass? This is kind of where I get. See my skimmer right there? Needs to be emptied. These are all things that I go through. Forgetting to do the auto top off, putting water in there. I'll have a mess laying around like this. This is what happens when I'm at my lowest. I just don't want to do anything. The fish are well fed. In fact, they just ate. Everybody in here is, physically they're doing okay. But, I just needed to, get in here, clean the glass back out, get this skimmer cleaned up. This is just one tank out of a few that I'm going to show you guys. But, when I'm at my worst, this is what they look like. And looking at it doesn't help. It really doesn't. But, one day you just kind of snap out of it. At least I do. Some people don't. I do. I just kind of snap out of it. It's like, okay, my fish need me, so let me get up, get moving, and get this stuff cleaned up. So, today's one of those days. Let's go look at some other tanks here, and I kind of show you where they're at. And, they're not going to be pretty. This ain't a pretty tank video. Just talking about real life. Here we go. So here's the 27 cube. You guys can see there's algae on the glass. Another one of those things I got to clean up. I mean, the tools are right here on both tanks. You can see them hanging off the side. Just need to do a little cleanup on the glass. This one I have to come in here and physically top it off daily. I use those jugs right there. And, I didn't for, I don't know, it's probably 2 or 3 days, and water got down, skimmer started to make noise. Like, okay, it's time to get it in gear, get this thing cleaned up. So, there's another tank. Let's go look at one more. Yeah, this tank right here is the worst of the bunch. This one's just covered in algae. I mean, fish is healthy, he's doing fine. What's up? You can see pig's happy. In here was some cherry shrimp. Cherry shrimp are loving that I was neglecting the tank. I had to take the big light off of here. That was another thing, is like, when there's things that you have to do, these are all one body of water, by the way. This tube right here connects both of them, so the heater actually heats both tanks through the tube. And pig, which is the beta, used to live on this side. And you can see the difference in the two tanks, even though it's one body of water. And the reason that they're so different is I had a huge coral light on here that I knew I needed to remove, and I just didn't up until today. So, the tank was covered in algae. You can see it's lit up. I have one light now. That little thing lights up both tanks. Marimo's aren't going to get a lot of light. We went through this in the Marimo video. A little shrimp coming through. There's a bunch of babies in here too. I'm just waiting for Pig to get over on this side. He'll probably start plucking them off because, betas and shrimp. But this is just one of those things. I mean, we're looking at another tank right here next to it. I have this light up here. I've had that light sitting here for a week. I just haven't felt like putting it on because I am breaking down the 120. I'm going to turn it back to a freshwater tank. But, you know, these are things that you have to get motivated to do. And you have all these lives. Well, I do. I mean, I've got hundreds and hundreds of fish. Hundreds and hundreds of fish. That's the coral light that was actually on that little 10-gallon. Put it on the shell driller tank here. Everybody's in here just chilling. And the female dove. Say hi, lady. But as far as the aquarium hobby goes, some of us, you know, we do suffer from depression. We do suffer from PTSD or anxiety or other things. These little lives right here are counting on you. These guys right here. So if you ever need a motivation, even if you're just sitting on your couch, you don't want to move, you don't want to do the work, you don't want to do your water changes, you don't want to do this stuff, I get it. I understand. Sometimes it's just hard. And some people just won't understand this, but physically and emotionally, it's just hard to get up and get this stuff done. So, well, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, with lives that count on you, these little lives right here, it makes it a little easier to get up and feed them and take care of them, do their water changes, get rid of the algae in their tanks, clean stuff up, make it look nice. Something that you're going to be proud of, something that you're going to look forward to doing again tomorrow. And, you know, that's the important thing. Anyway, guys, I don't mean to depress you or get you upset or get you down. I just needed to share my experience, kind of get it off my chest. Like, you know, you see all these guys on YouTube and their aquariums, always these perfect things, and even some of them go through it. I was watching a video on the other day on a really popular YouTuber who's going through it herself, and you know, I guess it just kind of motivated me to do this. So I don't know. The reality is, you have little lives that count on you. So, you know, don't be afraid. Get up. Go do it. This is coming from somebody who actually suffers through this. But anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching. You want to say bye, buddy? Oh, no? You gonna run away? How about you? Huh? How about you? You want to say bye? Yay! Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the button right there, and we will talk to y'all later. Peace!